Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. So, I'm not gonna drink any tea or do anything today on this Advent tea calendar. At the time of recording this, it's 1950, the 24th of December 2021. And the thing that I'll be putting at the end of this video are actually things I recorded yesterday. Part that I wanted actually to release yesterday, but got no energy for that. So I'm just gonna put it at the end of this. And yeah, I will say that the Christmas ham, the wild boar ham, which I guess is ham, right? Wild boar and domesticated pigs are the same animal. Turned out well. I do think we made a mistake when we double layered the topping, because we did a layer of the mustard mix, all that. And then we put on some breadcrumbs. And then we saw we had some mustard mix left. And instead of just saving that mustard mix for something, we decided to put it on and then put more breadcrumbs. So I think that was a mistake. But other than that, it was well. So that's kind of like what we ate today. Ate a bowl of salad that was this big and this tall. It was a fuck ton of salad. Like 300 something grams of salad, plus the oil and the salt. And 4 onions. So it was just one, salad mix with onion, and then we added, onions, oil, and salt. We ate some of the ham. The whole ham was, I think, like 1.7 kilos. So that's probably gonna last us like close to New Year's or something. Who knows? Maybe not, because the only thing both my mom and I have eaten today is, the ham, the salad, some of the leftover salmon from yesterday, and that's that. That is what we have eaten. And then my mom ate a sandwich. Yeah, with the food. But yeah, that's pretty much it. While we were eating, we watched Made in Abyss. Why do I have this on? We watched the Made in Abyss movie 3. And I said, I want to watch it with my mom, since my mom and we watched the show together. I think 4 years ago. I even have a video where my mom and I talk about the first 10 episodes. We did watch the entire show together. Not just first 10, but we only made a video on the first 10 episodes. The movie was good, but not as good as the show. I got a bit like, I felt like, oh god, this is going too fast. I kind of like didn't understand certain things that were happening. I felt a bit out of it. So even through that, I still thought the movie was good. I gave it a 7 out of 9. So yeah, it's still a good movie, but not like a 9 out of 9 as the show. What else? One scene that really got me, that made me a bit teary-eyed, was, in case you haven't watched this, I'm gonna talk about it, obviously. Was the scene where Bondrude, we get a flashback scene of, when Bondrude gives Pushka her name, and just how destroyed she was, and the rehabilitation of her and all that really got me. But other than that, it was mostly fight scenes, and maybe that's why I didn't like it as much as the show, because there was a fuck ton of just fight scenes and all that, but I don't know, it didn't feel like it overstayed its welcome. It was nicely animated. Yeah, and I wonder if the show, because as I was watching the movie, I was like, is the show that's coming out next year is going to start immediately where the movie ends? Because the movie ends with them going to the sixth layer. So they are going there now, to the sixth layer. That's where the movie ends. Is the show going to start there? Or is the show going to basically be a more detailed movie that's going to be the same story as the movie has, but it's going to be way more detailed, because it did feel like there was like scenes missing here and there, and like context and all that. Because I know that I haven't watched the first two movies, but I do know that the first two movies are like recap movies of the show, of like the first season. Like the first movie is like episode 1 to 6, and the second movie is episode 7 to 13. So I wonder if the movie is gonna be like season 2, episode 1 to 6. So that's movie 3, and then 7 to 13 is gonna be like completely new stuff. I don't know. And I don't know what I want. I don't know if I want them to actually do that, like give more meat to that story, because it was a good story but it felt rushed in certain places, or if I just want them to just continue on. I don't know. Part of me wants, first 6 episodes to be the exact same as the movie but more detailed, and other parts of me wants, I want 13 episodes of new shit. So we'll see. Yeah. But that has been my Christmas. I mean, yesterday, my mom and I, so I was at this Christmas, my mom and I have actually been watching a lot of movies. Yesterday we watched The Mauritian, an Amazon Prime movie. And yeah, it was good as well. It was actually a story I did not know about. And it's kind of like horrific what they did to him, and who knows how many else other people like him in Guantanamo Bay, and like what was it, like 14 or 16 years without a trial, being tortured. It's horrific. Yeah, anyways, a good movie, would recommend that. And then we also not yesterday, I don't remember, Jesus Christ, like there was 5 or 6 days ago maybe, we watched a movie called The Lodge, which also really good. I really enjoyed it. It's about a family, and it starts off with them going to visit their mother, and then the father's going like, what, I want us to fast track our divorce. I want to marry my girlfriend, And then the mom commits suicide. That's like the first 5 or 10 minutes. And then they go to the lodge, and he leaves for work, whatever, and he's like, what, I want my kids spend Christmas with my girlfriend, who's probably going to become their stepmother, let the kids spend time, and hopefully they can get together. And well, as it turns out, that stepmother, she was part of a Christian death suicide cult, and the kids, they found out about that, and they fuck with her. Like, the movie is really good. The girl who plays the stepmother, she's the victim. The stepmother did nothing wrong, and it was a bitter ending. And I think she deserved better. Those kids, fuck them, you know. But it's really good. It's a really good movie. You know, it like showcases, you know, like I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a good horror movie. No, it's not I think it is classified as a horror. But if you look at going in there trying to get a horror movie, you're not gonna get it. But it's a good like psychological like torture movie, and just seeing her like break down, her trying to keep herself together, but those kids, oh man, they blame their mother's suicide on her, even though I mean it had nothing to do with her. If there's anyone they should blame, it should be either their dad or their mom, because I mean the mom is the one who committed suicide because her dad wanted a divorce and was in love with another woman. Yeah. A good movie. And then another movie we saw, I think this was 2 days ago. So not yesterday, because on Mauritian, the day before that. So on the 22nd, we watched a movie called Overlords. It's called Overlords on Amazon Prime. But in the actual movie, when you play it, the title that comes up is Nazi Overlords, is what it is called. And it's a B movie. Like, it had like a 2.2, it said. Like on that, you know, on Amazon Prime it says IMBD, IMB, I think it's like IMBD or IMDB, one of the two. At like 2.2 out of 10. Well, I don't tend to look at that because, well, I look at it because it's right in front of my face, but I don't tend to let that dictate to me what I'll watch or not, because I mean, this movie that I thought was okay. Like, it's an okay movie. Like, I don't think you waste your time watching it. It's not super long. It has a nice pacing. It doesn't feel dragged out. The only thing that I think about the movie was that I didn't like the ending. I'm not gonna spoil the ending because even though it is bad, it's like, I guess you could say, the ending ruins like almost the entire movie, which is true. The ending does kind of ruin the entire movie, but it doesn't deserve a 2.2, even though the ending is so bad. But yeah. So, Peahc Advent Tea Calendar, there we go. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow as well. Like on the 25th or something. You know what? Let's bring up some comments. I think there's only one comment. So I might as well, you know, answer it. No, there are 2 comments. Hekumaku, is that part of your diet, lol? Question mark. Also, have you ever tried doing a weekly meal prep? Like, basically you weigh out 7 days of food at the start of the week and only eat that, and calculate the calories and nutrients and stuff. There's a sub for it called R meal prep. No, I haven't done that, and I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I haven't done that. I mean, maybe if I were to maybe if I lived by myself and all that, maybe, but I'm not. So I don't know. I don't think I've tried that. Unless when you do like a strict like diet schedule where it's all just done for you. I've done that. So something where it's all done for you, you just follow it, then yes, but I haven't done the calculations and all that by myself. And the other comment was, your hair looks genuinely atrocious. But yeah, I want to say that Hekumaku, that comment was on easy almond flour chocolate mud cake. And I might as well answer the first part of your comment, because I completely forgot about that. Is that part of your diet? The answer is yes. I mean, I don't know how far, when I did that. But yeah, I eat like parts of chocolate cakes here and there. Like when it comes to sweets and all that, I'm kind of like, you know what, the things that I'll eat are the things I make myself. I think that's something I need to go into and start doing, because I mean it would really reduce the amount of, you know, snacks and, you know, things that you eat, because if you have to make it yourself, you're going to eat less of it. And also it's going to be better ingredients than, you know, when you buy, you know, the pre-made stuff. So that's probably something next year I'm going to try and do, like, no, other than drinks and things that I do, you know, like for videos and all that. So there will be exceptions to the rule, but if I'm going to eat, you know, desserts or whatever, it has to be things I make myself, or homemade stuff. Oh, my leg. All right. But I don't eat it every day. Like only when I make it, and then most of the time it lasts a few days. I mean, we're 2 people in the household as well. And then the other comment is, but 2-inch showed, your hair looks genuinely atrocious. And that was on Peahc Advent Tea Calendar Day 18. Yeah, that's how the hair looks when you haven't showered in a few days. You have been sweating in bed, and you've spent, oh god, who knows how many countless hours just laying in bed. That's how the hair ends up looking. But I hearted the comment because it was funny. The hair did look atrocious. But I don't comb my hair, so maybe I should do... I don't have the energy to do like hair care. Maybe when I get my energy levels up in the future, maybe then I'll start caring about hair care and making sure my hair looks good. But at this point in time, no. So yeah. That is that. Maybe this will be the last video in the Peahc Advent Tea Calendar. Maybe it won't. The Steam Link is a good device. That's how we watched Made in Abyss together, my mom and I, on the TV. Yeah, fuck, I don't have anything else to say. Oh yeah, also other than the fact that I finished Pokemon. I don't know how many days ago I did that. But yeah, I finished X and Y, which means I've watched every single Pokemon episode. I basically watched every single Pokemon episode this year. So like 1,100 something episodes in a year. Maybe I should make a video with my face being like completely destroyed. Like I watched like watching 1,100 whatever episodes of Pokemon in a year. Tier list or something like that. I should do a tier list of the Pokemon. Let's see. There we go, tier maker. Oh, it actually has, yeah, because I did like a tier list that for some reason the audio got removed. Like I did like a Gen 1 tier list of Pokemon, and the audio of that has been removed. I don't know why, but yeah, it was removed. But now when I went back here, like, oh, it just saved what I did, which is amazing. Jesus Christ, was that like maybe 1 or 2 years ago? Anyways, Pokemon series. Pokemon animated series ratings. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It only has 7. Let's see, Pokemon. That's because it puts Pokemon, Kanto and Johto into one instead of separating them. Alright. I don't like that because Johto is not that good. While the Kanto one is really good. Oh well, maybe I'll find a. I mean, that was just me doing like 30 seconds. Oh. Hello guys, yeah, I'm making wild boar Christmas ham. We're following, this recipe from Gårdsällskapet, which where we also got the meat from, the wild boar. This is kind of like a recipe on how to make it, and yeah, doing it right now. It's a little bit of, since we did not have a thing like deep enough to cover the entire ham. There's a little bit like exposed on top, and constantly adding some water here and there to make it be covered, but it's going fine so far. I mean, now it's just the waiting stage, but some different things we've done. Well, basically 1 carrot worth of like mixed carrots. Yeah, we used 1 onion. Yeah, because this is 2 onion halves. So basically 1 onion. Instead of 3 lagerblad, which is bay leaves, we used 4. Instead of 12 those things. Peppercorn, I think, in English, I used 15. And instead of 8 white peppercorn, I used 12. So that's pretty much, yeah, all the differences. I just put in a little bit more of certain things. Yeah, and then when we come here, we do not have any sugar at home. So probably just gonna use a bit more of the mustard or whatever. I will see what we'll do there. Because I don't think I want to use erythritol or something. Maybe we'll use some honey, I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. Okay, removed it. Well, like 10 minutes ago, whatever. Removed it when it was 70. It's gone up now to 80. As we've removed it, gonna let it cool down here. Then you're gonna pat it down and do all that stuff. But we're not gonna eat the ham today. That's for tomorrow on Christmas. Julafton in Sweden. This is the 24th.
And it's not a ham.
Yes, it is.
Ham och skinka.
Yes. My mom does not know that wild boar, that vildsvin and pig are the same thing. She doesn't know that. It's the same animal. Right. Just one is wild, one is domesticated.
Sorry, my mistake.
Anyways, so what we're gonna eat today is some potato salad. Potato we boiled yesterday, had it in the refrigerator. And there is like an onion, well, 2 onions actually, 1 bell pepper, and then gonna add this. And that's the salad with obviously salt, olive oil. And then we'll be eating this gravad salmon, rainbow salmon to be specific, but I don't know what gravad is in English, but it has some dill, salt, sugar, white pepper, all that. And that with some moose prince sausages. Prinskorvar, prince sausage, direct translation. So these are moose meat with chicken fat and, spices and flavorings and all that. Yeah, so that's the food for today. Along with this sauce for the salmon